Finally, we're going to take on what is one of the most important things that can come up in a workplace. That is the concept of stress and burnout. This job is burning me out. I'm getting stressed out. So let's take on that question from a spiritual point of view. The truth of the matter is, you will eventually, as you grow spiritually, come to realize there is no stress. There's only resistance. Energy is coming in a given direction, and if you are participating in that dance of that energy, there is not stress. If you are resisting at all, to whatever degree you are resisting, resistance creates stress. It's the same thing with engineering. Do you know that I-beams that they build buildings with, they measure stress? That's because there is a force that is opposing them, and that creates stress. Nothing in isolation has stress. So the question isn't what's going on outside, again, as usual with me, is the question what's going on inside. If you are feeling uptight, if you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling burned out, I appreciate that, I respect that. Start looking inside at a minute-by-minute level as you go through your day. Where am I resisting? Where am I resisting? What is it that a phone call happens? Fine, I told you, it's a phone call. You're sitting on the planet Earth and you get a phone call. That's exciting. Here you get the entertainment of a phone call. You have this opportunity, but that's not how you look at it. If you look deeper inside, you'll see, I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid something will go wrong. I'm afraid I'll get in trouble. I'm afraid I'll get yelled at. Or I'm afraid I won't get what I want. I want to get something from this. How do I get that? Fear and desire create stress. Why? Because fear is saying, I don't want something to be the way it might be or the way it is. And desire is saying, I do want something to be the way it's not, right? You don't ever desire what you already got. And you don't fear what's not happening. It's something is happening and you have resistance to it. That's what creates fear. Something isn't happening and you want it to. That's what creates desire. Both of those are coming out of yourself. That's your personal self, fears and desires. There is no stress without fears and desires. There's just the beauty of the experience, the awesomeness. I mean, do you feel stressed when you look at a beautiful sunset? Do you feel stressed when you hold your beloved in your arms? Oh, I held you too long. You don't do that, all right? Because you are open, you're receptive, you're completely open to the experience. Why are you not open to the phone call? Why are you not open to the meeting? Why are you not open to going to work? Why are you not opening to put in a couple extra hours if you have to? There's a whole stack of papers left over there. You would never want to see what I took home every weekend, right? And I never felt burned out. I never felt stressed. It was passion to me. I wanted to do it. I wanted to have it run the best that it could. I wanted to help everybody. So you look inside and say, don't let people tell you, well, of course you're burned out. You're working 40 hours or whatever the heck. You've been doing the same job for such and such. No, it is not true. You are burned out and you are stressed because you're resisting. And the only reason you resist are fear and desire. I'm repeating that to you. I have a fear that something's going to happen that I don't want, or I have a desire and it's not happening. That creates stress. So I'm not ready to harmonize with the moment that's unfolding in front of me because I'm either afraid of it or I want something from it. And so therefore it creates this tension inside of me. So spiritual growth, tension and stress are wonderful feedback. They are biofeedback that I'm doing something wrong. Not that something is wrong, I'm doing something wrong. I'm unable yet, I'm not evolved enough yet to be able to handle the energy that the universe is sending my way and participate in it, dance with it, and enjoy the journey that it's taking me on. Instead, I have a way I'd rather have it be, or I'm afraid of it. So these give you a tremendous opportunity to let go of your fears and your desires, which don't belong in a workplace. Is it easy to do that? No, it's not easy to do that. But it's not easy to meditate 6 hours a day either. It's not easy to do a lot of what we call tough spiritual practices that people do to try and elevate their consciousness. You're being given this opportunity in a beautiful Western environment, in a beautiful workplace, to do tough spiritual practices. So you're being an opportunity to say, I have a problem. The stress is not a problem. I have a problem. My resistance is the problem. What is going on in here? Why am I not able to see the beauty and the experience that's being given to me? And then you start letting go. And what does that mean? My experience is it means the following. One, you want to. Not I want to fix the problem. You defined the problem. There's nothing to fix. You're the problem. I want to be able to handle this situation with love and passion and enthusiasm and excitement. I can't because I'm closed. I can't because I have a problem inside of me. So first, you admit that you have a problem. It's your problem. And then you admit that the whole purpose of my life is to transcend my personal self, to transcend these problems. So how do I do that? You relax. How can I relax in the face of stress? I'm telling you. I'm not telling your mind to relax. I'm not telling your heart to relax. I'm not. Those things will go through their natural little perturbations based upon the garbage you stored inside of them. I'm asking you, you who notices, how do you know there's stress? See, if you came to me as a therapist and you told me, oh, I'm stressed out about my job, you know what I'm going to say to you? How do you know? Oh, you're going to get so mad at me? How do you know you're stressed? And eventually you'll get so frustrated, you'll say, because I'm in here, I see it. And I'm going to bow down and touch your feet. Oh my God, namaste. That you're in there? Oh my God, you know you're in there. That's self-realization. You who's in there noticing the stress cannot get stressed. A flashlight that's shining on something doesn't get dirty because what is shining on is dirty. You are just the consciousness experiencing, observing, witnessing what you're seeing. And what you're seeing is stress. You're not stressed. You're seeing stress. Relax. That's how you handle stress. Relax, relax, and let it go. Let it pass. And you're going to see underneath it, there are these fears and desires. There's these things that you created inside that can't honor and respect the universe as it is. Well, your whole spiritual growth is about letting go of that, isn't it? So now again, work became a spiritual growth. Work became a sacred place because you made it that way. Not because you went and found a job that has a name spiritual in it. You made it spiritual because you used it for spiritual purposes. So even stress and burnout can be used to take you beyond yourself if you're willing to use them that way. So what you see is the theme that we've talked about in all of these discourses is the same, which is, are you going to work to get something, or are you going to work to get rid of something? Because if you're bringing your personal self into the workplace and thinking that your job is supposed to satisfy you and give you what you want and make you inspired, you'll never find the right job. It's not going to happen. You'll go from flower to flower, just like relationship to relationship. Work is a place that you are given an opportunity to let go of your blockages, to let go of your personal self, to let go of all this garbage that you've collected inside. And if you will use it that way, you will be an excellent worker. You will be the highest possible worker. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it to give of yourself, to let go of yourself, to serve the universe as it presents itself to you. That's what your work is. It's your work. The work the universe gave you. How do I know that's the work the universe gave me? Duh. I mean, that's why the alarm clock rang. That's where your car drove. That's where people have your name on the payroll. It is obviously what your work is. And it will take you where you're supposed to go if you will surrender to it, if you will give yourself to it completely. Thank you so much. I hope you got something from all of this. I certainly enjoyed sharing with you all. Thank you.